Okay, everyone. It's Monday, 29th. Yes, this is a lot of trouble happening here, which it's a good thing actually. Truckers Convoy, which is also being joined by Canadian truckers, gonna head to the Texas border. Uh, this can get pretty serious. Again, this should have happened a long time ago because they're underreporting the number of people that cross the border, where numbers could be well over 15 million. And we know what they call replacement migration. And again, Greg Abbott, Texas governor, he finally decided to start doing the right thing and putting troops on the border to secure the border. So the Democratic Party, they play, they use this border and illegal immigration and make it sound like a humanitarian thing. It's not. They're playing to people's emotions. This is all about votes. They're just trying to get votes, overwhelm the blue states to try to make sure they keep their blue states and win the election. This is what they're doing. So it's all about votes. And then after they get what they want, then it's mass deportation after that. So this is destructive. It's like you have a business, the budget of the business is to have 10 employees, 15 employees, and then you get a bad manager that hires 1,000 employees and then the business gets destroyed. So this the amount of people crossing the border, it's destructive, and it's not about humanitarian help or anything to that effect. It's all about votes and then mass deportation. That's how it goes. So this has nothing to do with humanitarian help, and don't let them play to your emotions on this. Not saying that people do need help, but there's a right way to do things and a right way to come here. And again, replacement migration, it happened in Europe, France, England, etc. And it's a way to destroy a nation, take away its standards, its law and order and its structure. And that's what this all is about. They studied this very well before they started doing it. So let's get into this video. This is a short clip just giving some information on the truckers convoy. Hope you enjoy the video, and then I'll give a brief comment after. Okay? Thanks.
Guard troops. Is that something that you think that Texas is open to? And is that a move that needs to be made now?
Well, that will be up to Governor Abbott. But I think the border has now reached the boiling point that you now see governors getting involved. We have a trucker convoy coming down to the border. The American people are going to have to get involved. I'm delighted to see 25 governors support Governor Abbott. And yeah, I think we're going to have to be aware that the president can federalize the National Guard, but it would be much harder if 25 governors sent their National Guard troops to the border to support Texas.
Lighting type of response from her. The border is secure. We're working on the border. Secretary Mayorkas, we're very aware of the issues down there, but their goal is to process migrants, not to stop the flow of migrants across the border.
Cheryl, I was on the border just 3 weeks ago, and that's exactly what the Border Patrol is doing. They have 72 hours to process the illegal immigrants, turn them over to ICE or a nonprofit to move them into the interior of the United States. They are not there to stop the invasion. And that's perfectly clear to anyone that's been on the border, anyone that sees the videos. At one point during the tsunami, probably a month ago, there were no Border Patrol agents actually in the field. They were all in the office processing paperwork during that tsunami.
Let's talk about this trucker convoy. You brought this up just a moment ago. So this is called Take Our Border Back. It kicks off Monday.
Well, I mean, the Supreme Court is the highest, court of the land. It is, and they made a ruling, and on Tuesday, as you guys probably saw, DHS sent Texas a letter outlining the access Border Patrol needs in Shelby Park, for example, to do their jobs, and demanding Texas confirm this access will be honored. Border Patrol needs to have access in order to do their job. They just do. And what we're seeing from Governor Abbott, you've heard me say this over and over again. They're making harder. They're making it harder. He's making it harder for Border Patrol to do their jobs. They need access. They need access, and right now they don't have that. And it's under the Constitution.
She's gaslighting. She's a clown. She gaslights. She lies. She doesn't give any substance when she speaks. She just repeats the same thing over and over again. When people ask questions, she never really answers the questions. She just gaslights, beat around the bush. That's basically it. She's a clown. And this is going to get serious because, again, Governor Abbott is doing the right thing. He should have done it a couple years ago because, again, we're looking at 10 million, 15 million, even more. And he should have done it. Well, now he's doing it. And we have other states joining in, which is a very good thing. So, but then the Biden administration is now going to send their troops so there could be a serious showdown here. And we got the truckers convoy, which again, Canadian truckers also joining in. So this thing will get pretty serious soon. So
Of the United States, of federal law, is the supreme law of the land, and any conflicting state is preempted. That's the law.
They're failing to comply with the court's orders.
I mean, it's the law. It is literally the law. I mean, it is the law. And what we want is Border Patrol to be able to do their jobs. And right now, Governor Abbott is getting in the way. And you see it, DHS sent a letter on this. I would refer you to what they wrote.
You're still trying to work with the Texas National Guard?
Well, DHS wants the Border Patrol agents to have access. They want them to be able to do their job so that they can follow the law. When Border Patrol is trying to have access to that area, they're actually trying to enforce the law. That's what they're trying to do. And Governor Abbott is getting in the way of that.
no, they're trying to cut the wire to continue letting the people in. That's all it is. They're trying to cut the wire to continue letting the people in because the Biden administration is making money, the cartels are making money, and then ultimately is to get the votes. So that's why the Democratic Party pushes for no voter ID, no voter ID. So there you go, no voter ID, illegal immigrants get to vote. Then they can steal, they can cheat when you don't have voter IDs because anyone can go and vote and you can cast 10 votes, 20 votes, any amount per person. So this is election interference again. And all she does, she lies directly on television, gaslights. That's about it.
They.
So you've got multiple starts. You've got trucks leaving from Virginia Beach that are going to go through Texas, Arizona, California. On the website, it describes the event as a peaceful assembly, encouraging all freedom-loving and law-abiding Americans to attend. I saw that you posted on X to raise awareness about that. You obviously just mentioned it a moment ago. I understand that you're going to be speaking once they get to Eagle Pass. I also see that that it's going to go through Yuma. It's going to go. You said you're California as well. 700,000 vehicles. That's the prediction here. How do you keep that peaceful?
Remember, everyone, this is
track?
peaceful.
That's
has nothing to do with violence. This is all peaceful.
The people that have organized this are the same people that went to California to D.C. with the truckers. I understand we're going to be joined by Canadian truckers. So these people are committed to a peaceful demonstration that we've had enough. The American people have had enough. We're demanding that the Biden administration do its job, enforce the laws on the books, and secure our border. 8 million people during the Biden administration. That's more than the population of Ohio. This is the time for us to rise up as the American people and demand that our president do his job.
Well, I hope, again, I do hope that Convoy is peaceful and organized and doesn't kind of, you worry about large movements like this. I mean, obviously the Canadian trucker convoy you just mentioned ended up creating a lot of issues and a supply chain issues, of course, where the business network, I had to ask that. But I do want to bring in Carol Ross. She's got a question for you. Go ahead, Carol.
Yeah, Congressman, I love the fact that people are standing up and using their voices peacefully.
but we know that bad actors in the past have co opted these types of events and done everything they can to make the peace loving Americans look bad. Are you concerned that there might be some sort of co opting of this convoy?
That's always a probability, but you learn as you do these events. So they now know that that might have been in the past. So they've got measures in place to make sure that does not happen. And I am hopeful that that will not happen because this should be a peaceful movement of the American people joined by other nations if they want to come. This is the Canadian farmer, trucker. This is the German farmers. This is the French farmers. This is the Dutch farmers. This is a movement well beyond the United States that people are simply tired of the overreach of their federal governments, and we're pushing back. Now is the time. We continue, obviously, these proceedings against Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas. Where are we with that right now? Before we go, where are you with that? Well, wants to impeach the secretary, and it failed because of Republican votes. I think that we will try again in the very near future. I thought we were going to do it last week, but I think we're close to doing it. And this time, I fully expect that impeachment to pass and him to be impeached, pass it to the Senate for an actual trial.
Okay. Okay. All right. We are, of course, following that story as well. Congressman Keith Self. Congressman, thank you for being here.
Again, they're selling it as a humanitarian thing. It has nothing to do with that. It's the intent of the people that are doing this, and this is all about votes. So there's words replacement migration or displacement. And in this scenario, it's all about votes. They know, they understand how every 4 years going back in history, how many people vote out of the total population. So they go by state, by county, city, local districts, everything. They know. So that's why they have the amount that they of people that they're bringing in illegally. This is all about for the election. That's why they push for no voter ID, and they're bringing in the illegal immigrants. Then they will do mass deportation. That's what they did. They did it back in 2008 to 2015. They're going to do it again. And then they might try to blame everything on Trump again, as usual. That's the usual thing. I'm sure everyone realized that by now. So then there's something called assimilation, to assimilate, which is the right thing to do. You come here legally, whether you just come here on a visa or you get your papers back in your country and then you come here. At least you were vetted and you came here the right way. Then when you come here, you assimilate, you adjust to the law and structure of up here and respect that and adjust to it. That way you learn the system, you learn the structure and you respect it. That's the right way to do things. Some take longer, some take longer to mature and understand and respect. I was one of those, but eventually you do. And the more you assimilate, the more you respect and adjust to the country that you move to, is the more you're going to respect the structure of that country, and you're going to have the common sense to vote for the right party, not just make an ignorant vote. So anyway, this can get serious. This the truckers coming down, the troops they're putting on the border. It's the right thing to do, and then they saying how the barbed wires are bad because it can damage the people that are crossing. That's pure nonsense. It's like telling me to remove a door from a bank, remove the security guards from the bank, so when the criminals come in, they wouldn't get shot, so there wouldn't be any defense from the bank towards the criminals. Same thing, removing walls from around buildings, things that can help secure the buildings, removing all things of security so criminals won't get hurt. See, it's nonsense. They're gaslighting you. Anyway, please go to my YouTube channel. It's NYRON'S Forum, NYRON''S, NYRON'S Forum, and please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe to my videos, and please share them too. Okay, again, NYRON'S Forum on YouTube, and please like and subscribe. Okay, I'll be bringing more videos as much as I can. Well, latest videos on the more up-to-date information. Thank you.